Hey, Steve Zook here. Welcome back to Pokesoo Channel. As always, I really appreciate everybody tuning in, getting around 34,000 views a month, which is great. And I want to thank everybody who's purchased guitars from me. I really appreciate it. I work really hard to find great guitars, used as well as the new stuff I sell, like the Recording King and the Laurels and whatnot. What I want to do here today is do a little free information. Always try to do as much as I can, and a lot of this information is in my guitar ladder system. But anyway, today I want to talk about, music theory made simple or made easy, because I think it's really easy for things to get a little bogged down like that. And if you can just get some kind of simple approaches to it, it can really be useful. So I just want to talk about, for instance, a G major 7 chord, okay? Look at it this way, you can kind of look at music like different colors, like a major 7 has a certain color or a certain tone. I like to call that a low tension chord. A minor 7 chord. Major 7, by the way, is 1, 3, 5, 7 from the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 3, 5, 7. Major 7 is a low tension chord. You could hang there. You could hang on a major 7 chord all day. Of course, it's hard for me to stay in one place. I like to move around. But anyway, minor 7 chord, 1 flat 3, 5 flat 7. Again, a low tension chord, right? You can hang on that chord all day, and that's a 1 flat 3, 5 flat 7. But what I want to talk about, so you have kind of high tension chords, low tension chords, diminished chord, 1 flat 3, flat 5, double flat 7. Diminished chord is a high tension chord. It demands resolution. It likes to move around and then resolve and go somewhere else and be used in other ways. Okay. So. But say we're looking at just a major 7 chord, like a G major 7, okay? I don't like to get hung up in, there's nothing wrong with looking at modes, and if you like to define it that way in your head, but I find it confuses a lot of people. So a mode is just a major scale that starts on a different step. So as opposed to starting on the root, it starts here. So I like my students to understand it this way. A major 7 chord like this, okay, is in the key of G. It can be in other keys as well. And so anything you want to play, start with your arpeggial 1, 3, 5, flat 7, okay? That's the chord. And then it comes from this the G major scale, okay? And by the way, the G major scale is all the same notes like it's the C major scale. It just has an F sharp in it to conform to the the whole step, half, whole half set up by the major scale. Okay, so if you keep that in mind, like say you want to play over a G major 7 and you want to just learn how to get creative over a major 7 chord, and you don't want to bog yourself down with Lydian this and Phrygian this, and mix a Lydian to to an In-N-Out burger with cheese and pickles and fried onions, animal style, whatever. Just joking around on that one. But the point just being, you play, just think of the notes as a G major scale, and then be creative with them. See, that's just all notes from a G major scale. Here, there I'm using the 1, 3, 5, 7. But if you play, and you can do the inversions of the G major 7 like this, and then, but when you play, then go from there. You can do some hammer-ons and pull-offs. You don't have to, but if you just do strict melody like this, it's really good for your ear training and your fingers. But then mix that up with you can mix up with other things. But just the main point I'm trying to make is look at those notes of a G major scale and don't get hung up on where you're starting. Just try to move around your guitar a little bit, play melodies in this section, and then in this up here. So it's just about getting to know that sound of a G major scale no matter what note you start on, okay? Okay? And you can always chromaticize notes. Don't get hung up if you're doing a lick like this. Then add, some chromatic notes to that. Do some sequence. You can add an augmented splat. Okay, there's no end to what you can do, and by practicing placing accents, bam, 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 that will develop your technique. Okay, so it's a good thing. Just play like a major 7, maybe do the first inversion. Here's my A, by the way. I know I'm probably not concert pitch, but like do like a major 7, then the first inversion, and then just practice doing melodies off those notes, and that's a great way to get to know it. You can add the augment 11 on the top, like this. Come down here, this form. It's never ending. All right. So enjoy the information, and let's stay positive. Keep the positive faith. And remember, the universe is unfolding in time, not unraveling. Ciao.